video today, we're going to learn the piece I just played called Scotland's Burning. It's arranged for bass by George Vance, and it's an English folk song. So, as you may have noticed, this is going to use thumb position, but don't worry. The thumb position we're using is largely harmonics. So this is just getting us comfortable with having an anchor on a harmonic in thumb position. First, let's find the harmonic we need. So the first one will be D, and it's halfway from the nut to the bridge, right here in the middle. If you need to put a pencil mark, go ahead and do that now just to make it easier to find, but you won't need it for very long. So that's on D string, and it is a D. If you're right on the harmonic, you don't need to press the note down to make it speak. The next note is a G, and it's just right across from it. Also, you do not need to push this note down to make it speak. It is a harmonic. You may notice that this is the same as the open strings. So we are using the first harmonic of the open G and D string, and so we're getting those pitches one octave higher. So those are the entire first two measures. We play D, D, G, G, D, D, G, G. Those first two measures may be a little bit tricky at first to make sure that you're getting two notes and then change strings. You don't need to move your thumb at all. You can just have it resting across both strings with your thumb with the closer to the edge of your thumb resting on the D string. And it's going to stay here the entire piece. Remember that. It'll stay here the entire piece. This is our anchor. So just to check in, we don't need to have our arm resting on the bass at all. Tempting to do that. Make sure it's up and off the bass so that way when we go to put our first finger down, we'll have all the weight in the string that we need to do that. So the next note is an A. Just first finger, it's a whole step higher than the thumb G. Find that note. It's an octave above this. So that's the next note. We have two measures of, then we have A, and then third finger B. Go ahead and practice that from A to B, first finger to third finger. It's a whole step, just like down here. But instead of fourth finger, we're using third finger. And that's just because in thumb position, we swap our third finger for our fourth finger most of the time. Once you're totally comfortable with that, let's review the whole thing. So we'll do the first four measures. This piece is in 4/4, and so that means each quarter note is the beat, and there are four of them in each measure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So we're going to do the first four measures. It's 2 bars of D, D, G, G, and then 2 bars of A, A, B, B. Follow along. We'll go a little slow. 1, 2, ready, go. If that's comfortable, great. If not, go ahead and rewind and practice that again, or just pause and practice that on your own. Now the next part is 2 different octave D harmonics. We have this one we've already learned. Go ahead and play that one, find that one. And then for this next harmonic, we're going to stretch our hand out and find the harmonic that is up here on this D on the G string. Remember, keep your thumb anchored on this D. Don't move it. Put a pencil mark there if it helps. And then you can find this D by kind of stretching your hand up until you find it. If it helps to think of it intervallically, we have G, A, B, C, D. It's the same here. So you can go up that way, or you can just find that harmonic. Again, it would be helpful to put a little pencil mark or a tape there, just until you get comfortable with finding that D harmonic all the time. So here, again, we're anchored on this D. And then we're going to stretch up. That's 2 bars of Ds, only 1 of the low D, and 7 of the high D. And then just like the beginning, we have 2 bars of D, D, G, G. So just to review, I'm going to play the entire thing, and I'll call out finger numbers as we go, just to remind you if you need to write it down. Otherwise, I think we should be good to go. There's a fun way to play this as a round by playing with a new person starting every 2 bars. But we'll review that and do that when we can join together for a group class again. Watch that closely. I'll do it one more time with the finger numbers. I'll call them out. So we've got thumb harmonic to start for the first 2 measures. Thumb, 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 thumb. 1, 3, 1, 3. Thumb, stretch, 3, 3. Thumb. Get all that? If not, feel free to ask questions in the comments or just rewatch this video, and happy practicing.